Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive JYN Erso action figure from Hasbro. This is part of the Star Wars Black series. Here's just a look at the writing on the side of the spine of the box, if anyone cares. And the box has this little kind of like designed bracketed pattern on the back of it. Here's a look at the figure on the inside. And I believe this figure comes with like 4 character cards, which we can access on the back of the box. Yeah, these are little like photographs of the action figure itself. And now we'll take the figure out of the box. Now this figure should be the same figure that comes out in the regular Black series later this year. This one just has like, fancier packaging. Now it's summer and Rogue One hasn't even come out yet, and I'm already excited just to have this figure. And not just because like, duh, I'm a Star Wars nerd and yay, new toys, but also I'm just so excited for Rogue One. I'm really happy that Felicity Jones is starring in a Star Wars movie. I love that we've got another female-led Star Wars film, and all that just kind of feeds into my excitement over this toy. I think the figure itself looks really, really cool. I really dig her outfit, and her little accessories like fit on well. I'll show you that in a moment. Let's just go in for a closer look here at some of the details on the texture of like her little like vest and the way it's all like kind of tailored to be kind of like puffed out in the back there. The way it hangs over this other like kind of jacket. The details within this jacket are really strong, I think. Just like the white and red paint there, the little thingy hanging down, the little brackets there, the silver paint, the little highlighted paint, the little gray elements, that kind of darker brown little panel on the lighter brown looks really good. I love the little lines going down the side here. If you look at some of the costumes that they're doing for Rogue One, there's a lot of like what I consider classic kind of 70s designs that honor the original Star Trek designs, and that to me goes forward with the lines on this jacket here and like the texturing of the vest there. But that little belt slash like holster with the little rivets there looks good. The black and the wrinkling along the legs looks good, and the articulation on this is pretty strong. I like the boots, and they got the little hinged ankle like all the Black series do, but this one also has a boot cut, and I dig that because they could have just been like, well, here you go, here's your mid-thigh cut, and that's how you swivel the leg. But I like that they included a swivel down at the boot as well. You got the double knee joint, you got the legs that kind of ball joint forward and back, side to side. You've got a mid-torso cut right there in the middle of her chest. There does not appear to be a waist cut, so it's just the mid-torso cut. You got the ball hinged shoulders, the ball swiveling elbow, and then you got the hinged wrists. This one goes up and down. This one goes side to side. Those rotate as well, and then you got the ball joint at the top of her. Well, the ball joint is inside her head, and then the base of her neck has a little hinge that goes forward and back. Now, the likeness of Felicity Jones isn't amazing here, but it is, you kind of get what they're going for as far as the overall shape of the head, but I don't think it really looks like her that much. I do like the way they styled her hair, though. That does look good. I think the way that it kind of buns in the back and the way it's sculpted to hang down in the front looks good. And the paint on this is pretty clean as far as her eyes, her eyeballs, her lips, and her eyebrows all look really, really good. So I'm actually happy that the paint job turned out good. But yeah, like the sculpt of like her little collar there, like the sculpt of all this is really solid. We also get this little like hood thing that wraps around her head and hangs down the back. I think it's got a nice natural kind of sculpt to it, and it does fit onto her rather easily. It's made of like a soft kind of material. You do have to kind of push it over her head a bit, but bam, there you go. And I think that looks really nice. There it is from the back. You get a sense of how it like drapes on her shoulders and all that. And she has a little gun, which has a nice little sculpt to it. I like the silver and black paint. Well, it's a black base and a silver paint, but it fits really easily into her hand. And the finger does fit pretty good into the trigger area. And then it also fits into her holster on the side of her hip. Overall, I really dig this figure. It's got a lot of really good details to it. Like even just like the painted buckles on her boots are really cleanly done. The overall sculpt of the fabric looks good, especially the way the hood hangs on her head. Like I think that little wrap reads really well. It doesn't read too bulky. Like it matches her head shape, and her face looks good in it. It doesn't look too weird. I think this figure's awesome. Both as a Star Wars fan and as a Felicity Jones fan, I'm glad this figure's out. I'm excited anytime like an actor I like shows up in action figure form. So as a huge Felicity Jones fan, this is awesome. If you're not familiar with her work, I highly recommend Like Crazy or The Theory of Everything, or even like Cemetery Junction or Hysteria. She's been good in a lot of stuff. And yeah, as a Star Wars fan, man, this outfit is so classic Star Warsy. I think this is a really cool figure. I can't wait to see more Rogue One figures and stuff. I'm looking forward to the Diego Luna action figure. I'm looking forward to all of it. More Star Wars toys. I love this. Thanks for watching, and follow me on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff.